Cool. So I'd like to welcome all the devotees. Thank you for joining. We are expecting more to join, but we can make it start. So I'd like to seek the blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shyam Sundar Krishna Balaram Bal Gopal Nrsingadev Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Gaur Nitai Lord Shiva Parvati Tulsi Mani Haridas Thakur Guru Parampara Srila Prabhupada Guru Maharaj and the assembled devotees. So we are gathered to talk about the upcoming Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. We're going to do two, hopefully, if the Lord allows, of course, in July and August. So this is a really a sacred journey to the abode of Lord Shiva. And this photo, this thing you're seeing, I took that photo. It was such an amazing sight. An unforgettable pilgrimage of devotion, endurance, and spiritual transformation. So today, we wanted to talk about the spiritual significance of Mount Kailash and also Lake Sarovar. They go hand in hand. Mansarovar, so yeah, which is about 30 kilometers away from Mount Kailash. The importance of Nepal in this pilgrimage, the day-to-day journey, which is to an overview, the costings and some of the logistics as well in terms of accommodation or arrangements, sorry, health and fitness preparation, accommodation and facilities, essential packing items, very important to get this bit right. And we'll take questions and answers. We've prepared from last year. We've got the questions and answers.
हाँ बोलो.
So we've done that. Okay, so let's make it start. And I think if there are any questions, yeah, if there are any questions, happy to take them as we're going along. But I suspect most of the questions will be answered by the end of the presentation. Maybe if you write those questions down, and then if they're not covered, we can answer those. So Mount Kailash is revered in Hindu tradition, Vedic tradition, as the eternal home of Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. Lord Shiva, he represents pure devotion because he is regarded as the greatest Vaishnav. He's also extremely detached, especially from illusion. And he's also the destroyer of ego and ignorance. Pilgrims believe that visiting the sacred mountain brings them closer to divine awareness and inner peace. I must say, we visited Kailash last year for the first time. I wasn't necessarily so much aware of Kailash as a place of pilgrimage, to be honest, until the beginning of last year, and we sort of made a resolution to go there. And having been there, it has had a huge impact on our spiritual life. Hence, why we want to go again this year. So it's regarded as the cosmic center of the universe. Ancient traditions describe Kailash as the earthly representation of Mount Meru, the spiritual axis of the universe. So this Mount Meru is described in the Puranas in some detail, especially the Bhagavad Purana. Symbolism of Mount Kailash is the center of cosmic creation, balance between heaven and earth. And there's a place called the Yamdwar, which we will go to and talk about a little bit here as well. It's a source of spiritual energy. Walking around the mountain symbolizes circling the center of existence itself. So that's the parikram. Of course, we don't do the full parikram because you never do the full parikram of Shiv and Shivling. Kailash is actually looks like a Shivling as well. So you're doing a parikram of Shivling. Mount Kailash is often described as resembling a sacred lotus. In Sanatana Dharma, the lotus symbolizes purity, spiritual awakening, divine creation. The mountain stands like a central shivling, while surrounding mountains form the petal of a cosmic lotus. This lotus is regarded as the center of the universe. So, the sacred Kailash Parikram. The circumambulation of approximately 50 kilometers around Mount Kailash is called Kailash Parikram, or in Tibetan terms, it's Kora. Spiritual beliefs say one parikram cleanses the sins of a lifetime. 10 parikrams frees a person from the cycle of birth and death. And 108 parikrams lead to liberation. Now, we are really lucky. If we manage to do this, the year 2026 is the Tibetan year of the horse, and it's considered extremely auspicious. And a parikram performed in this year is believed to bring 12 times more spiritual merit. So it's like doing 12 parikrams basically. So this is and this is also going to mean that it's going to be a very busy time there. So that's Kailash in essence. Of course, there's a lot more, and devotees can read around Kailash, about Kailash a lot before we get there, so that we're fully aware. Lake Mansarovar. In the Ramayana, Vishwamitra tells Lord Ram that Brahma created a lake out of his consciousness, Manas. Hence the name Mansarovar, lake of consciousness. And a river was born out of that lake called Sarayu, which flows through the kingdom of Ayodhya. So even today that Sarayu is there in Ayodhya. Lord Shiva and Ma Parvati reside here. So they reside both in Kailash and also in Lake Mansarovar. It's regarded as one of the 51 Shakti peaks as well. The right hand of goddess Sati fell at this location. Dakshyani, a form of Durga or Sati, and Amereshwar are worshipped as Lord Shiva. Instead of a traditional temple structure, a large boulder at the edge of Lake Mansarovar is worshipped. So that we didn't focus in on that. So this is an opportunity for us when we go again to have a look at that point. Lake Mansarovar is one of the holiest lakes in the world. Pilgrims perform holy bath, meditation, ritual offerings, prayers, reflection. We also did the Shrad for the ancestors here. And especially to do that on Purnima is very powerful. So we are intending to be there on Purnima for both the tours.
We were there for Shrad, during the month of Shrad.
That's right. Last time we were there. And for the month of Shrad, in the month of Shrad. Bathing in the lake is believed to purify mind, body, and karma, get rid of our karma. Huge religious significance for both Jains and Buddhists as well. So it's quite interesting. Even Kailash, there's some aspects of like Ashtapad, Jains revere that place as because Mahavir Jain got his enlightenment there. Yeah. So the thing is, it is not an easy yatra. So there is transformations that will take place through this hardship. The journey itself is challenging, high altitude. We walk up to potentially 5,660 meters. That's not low, that's high. Considering London is 24 meters above sea level. Kedarnath, whoever's been there, is 3,500. So it is, and Gangotri or Gomukh is a little bit more than that, but not much more. So we're talking about over 2,000 meters higher.
And I think oxygen is about 50% as well.
Yeah, that's right. The air is thin and can be cold. So I've done it already. The terrain is remote. After a certain point, you don't see any trees, and it is physically challenging. No doubt about that. And one should not underestimate this challenge. Hence why we're going through this presentation, so that we can, at an early stage, do something in terms of our level of fitness, so that we can endure this challenge.
And mentally prepare ourselves.
And mentally be prepared. Yeah, good point. However, these hardships create a powerful spiritual effect. Humility, because we realize, we're actually
nothing.
We're nothing. We're very small in terms of the cosmic creation. It gives us inner strength as well. I found that particularly helpful. spiritual awakening, no doubt about that. Many pilgrims describe the journey as life-changing. I think the vast majority of the 40 people who came with us have have had a huge transformation to their lives. Unlike many pilgrimage sites, due to its sacred significance in multiple religious and legal protections, it still remains sacred. It's still preserved. It's preserved its sacred atmosphere. Pilgrims often experience profound silence. There was one person who told me this. No, they didn't come with us, but they went a few years ago. They said that when they came back, they just stayed indoors. They locked everything up for about 2 weeks. They just stayed in and were meditating and just absorbing what they went through. Intense meditation, emotional release, deep spiritual clarity, strong spiritual energy around the mountain. That's for sure. It's just it's extraordinary, I have to say. Why people say the Yatra changes their lives? Because this gives them a new perspective of life, greater humility and gratitude. I think that's one of the things I really felt throughout that Yatra, the Kora itself, great gratitude to the Lord in allowing us to do this. Stronger spiritual practice, release of long-term emotional burdens. One person who came, he's in Wales. He explained to me after the yatra that this has just released him from all the um, emotional issues I was having, in life, which is there in life. A feeling of inner peace and turning point in their spiritual path. You do not choose to go to Kailash. Kailash calls you. And I think that's what happened to us last time. They called. Lord Shiva did call. We answered that call, and he was very merciful. When that call comes, the journey often becomes one of the most meaningful experiences of a lifetime, for sure. So that's Kailash Mansarovar.
And it's also sacred because, the Tibetans or the Chinese government don't allow anyone to step on the mountain itself as well.
Yeah. Nobody's climbed it. I mean,
Not
somebody
allowed
was
to.
somebody was saying that somebody has climbed it, but actually that's not a fact. I don't think you can climb Kailash. And the height is 6,600 something. It's quite high, but it's also not climbable. It's shivling after all. So we have to go to Nepal first, which is also known as the gateway to the Himalayas. It's one of the most spiritually important regions in the world. Thousands of years, it has been a meeting point of Hindu and Buddhist traditions. This country itself, because after Kailash, after we go in July, we plan to stay extra 2 weeks in Nepal, going to different places like Muktinath and other places. The place is filled with ancient temples, sacred rivers, monasteries, meditation caves of sages and yogis. Ancient sages and yogis have meditated in these mountains for millennium. Kathmandu, which is the capital of Nepal, helps prepare the mind and the heart. So there's two temples especially there, which are very important. Pashupatinath Mandir and Guyeshwari Mandir. Now, let's just have a little look into these two temples. Pashupatinath is one of the most sacred temples of Lord Shiva. Meaning of the name is Pashu means animal, Pati, Lord, Nath, protector. Pashupati means Lord of the animals or all living entities. The temple houses a unique five-faced shivling, representing different aspects of Lord Shiva. Pilgrims visit this temple before the yatra to receive blessings for a safe journey. It's located on the Bagmati River, and these five faces each represents an aspect of Shiva. Sadyojata, creation, Vamadev, preservation, Tatpurush, spiritual realization, Aghora, dissolution of negativity, Ishan. Normally you see four heads. If you do see more than one, it's four. But here there's five. Ishan represents the transcendental form of Shiva. Pilgrims believe that receiving darshan here brings purification and blessings. Lord Shiva gave a boon to everyone who has darshan of this shivling not to be born as animals. Because, we believe in karma and reincarnation. So in next life, we want to make sure at least minimum that we come back as human so that we continue on our uh, pro, progress towards the spiritual destination. So the shivling has 5 faces, 4 facing the 4 directions and 1 facing upwards as it has a connection with Kedarnath. So this is one of the interesting connections between 2 holy places. Lord Shiva took the form of a bull one time. The Pandavas were looking for him and Bhim found him. The bull started running away. Bhim caught his tail, pushed him into the earth. The hump of the bull is shivling at Kedarnath. The face of the bull is the 5th face, facing upwards at Pashupati. It is said that anyone who has done the small and large Char Dham Yatras and Darshan of Pashupati Nath is the culmination of the Yatra. So this makes the Char Dham Yatra successful, having darshan at Pashupati Nath. Guyeshwari temple is one of the most sacred Shakti Peeths. Comes from the name Guya, is a secret, hidden, or mystical Ishwari, the supreme goddess or divine feminine. Thus, Guyeshwari means the secret goddess or the hidden divine mother. The temple represents a divine form, a feminine energy that complements Lord Shiva. Visiting this temple symbolizes balancing Shiva and Shakti before beginning the sacred journey. So they're very close to each other, within 1 kilometer. So we can walk from one temple to the other, which is what we did. Sacred Shakti Peeth refers to so the pastime of this is Sati, who was the wife, eternal consort of Lord Shiva. She sacrificed herself in the fire of her father's yajna because she got very angry with her father Daksha, who had insulted Shiva. Shiva then carried her body in grief across the universe to restore balance, because Shiva can really have he can have a massive impact of imbalance because he is the destroyer of the universe. Anyway, to restore balance, Lord Vishnu uses Sudarshan Chakra to dismember Sati's body, and in 51 different parts. So parts of her body fell at 51 different locations on earth. These places became Shakti Peeths, centers of divine feminine cosmic energy. At Guyeshwari, it is believed that the secret or hidden part of Sati's body fell. So this is like the thigh region, below the thigh. Above the thigh, making the site especially sacred. So that's a little idea. Those are the 2 main temples. There's 3 or 4 other temples we'll also go and visit. But these 2 are absolutely fundamental to visit before we start the Yatra or the Kora. So very brief overview of this Yatra. We're going to spend 5 days in total in Kathmandu. First 3 at the beginning and then last 2 at the end. Not everybody's going to be there on the 15th, but at least most people will be there 5 days in Kathmandu. And then we'll go towards the border, cross into Tibet, and there's some acclimatization to do because it'll get higher and higher as we're going, the altitude. Then we'll come to Mansarovar on Purnima Day, from which and one night there. After that, we will go to Dachen, which is the beginning of
the base
camp. Base camp for Kailash. And then we start the Kora, the Parikram. Last year we did 3 days of Parikram, but then we realized that actually the 3rd day is not needed for 2 reasons. One, you don't actually get darshan of Kailash anyway on the 3rd day, so you don't need to do that. And also, it's much more convenient to go on the end of the second day back to Darchen. So that is what we will do. And then from Darchen back to Saga, to Kairong, back to Kathmandu. So it's quite a busy schedule.
Last day we had two ladies who had already decided that they wouldn't actually do the parikram. So we stayed in Darchen, and from there also you could have darshan of Kailash all the time.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in a little detail when we do the day-to-day. So here we go. This is Kathmandu. India, Bharat is just here. This is Nepal, and this is Tibet. All of this is Tibet. So day by day, we arrive in Kathmandu. First day, roughly people will arrive about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
4:30.
Yeah, 4:30. And there will be the tour guides will send coaches or whatever is needed to take us to the
Hotel.
Radisson Hotel. And at the Radisson is a 5-star, very, very comfortable. And fortunately, it is primarily vegetarian. In the morning, they do have a little counter for the Western palate, yeah, or Western people, yeah, they may have eggs or something like that. But lunch and dinner is pure vegetarian. And we do request if
And also we do have options
onion and
without onion garlic,
Yeah.
which is actually what we're
Yeah.
going to have throughout
Yeah.
the trip.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a Sattvic trip, no onion, no garlic. I know not everybody follows that in their daily routine, but it is we were trying to keep this as Sattvic as possible.
And and we also found that following this diet actually pleased Lord Shiva, and then we were blessed to have the darshan of Kailash more than people who don't really follow this.
In fact, one person sort of in our tour was complaining that, oh, why can't we have onion and garlic? And so the tour guide, he explained to that person, and this was towards the end, he said, look, the people who went before you, they were eating all sorts, including meat. And Lord Shiva didn't give them darshan of Kailash even once. But you had darshan of Kailash all the time. You had his mercy, So one of the reasons is you do a little tapasya. And this is a small, very small tapasya. So we'll also meet the tour guide. His name is Ram. And he organizes the people in both Nepal to look after us and in Tibet, especially in Tibet, because that's where we have a team of, I think we had 3 cooks and 5 guides last time. Or was it 6 guides? Something like that, 5 guides. They're with us throughout the journey, anything we want. And they were phenomenal. They would sleep, in the corridor. They would wake up
2 in the
God
morning.
knows what time.
Yeah,
2,
2 in the
3.
morning.
Cook.
Cook breakfast, cook lunch. Amazing. And then when we got back, cook dinner to the next place.
So they were fantastic, and we've asked for the same crew again, so that we get to know them better. They already know us, and we already know them, so it becomes a sweeter relationship. Day 2, we get so first day not much happening because we get there late anyway. Have dinner, and then meet the tour guide. Second day,
and you also get things that the tour company give us, which is the rucksacks, the big bag that we carry, and a coat and a hat.
do they give that on the first day?
Yeah.
Okay. You will come to that. And then we go and see a few temples, have darshan, Pashupatinath. We'll do the puja there. If anybody wants to do a yagya, there's a Rudra yagya. That is possible.
Abhishek.
It's Rudra yagya.
Is it?
Yeah. but you need a special priest and this and that. And it takes some time. If anybody wants to do that, we can make that arrangement, but it is a little involved. But you have to get a ticket anyway to do the darshan. So we will have the tickets already in hand. This is what we learned last time, that we didn't have the tickets in hand. We had to wait in a queue, and then they ran out of tickets, and then we had to bribe somebody. So this time we want to actually buy the tickets up front. Everybody will have a ticket. Just go and have darshan. It's a very long queue to have that darshan. It's a very famous temple, Pashupatinath.
Very popular.
Very popular as well. And then we go to the Shakti Peeth, which is about a kilometer walk. And Buddha Nilkant Vishnu Mandir, is that where he was lying? Yeah, yeah. Beautiful temples. Swayambhuvanath Mandir. These are fantastic temples. We'll go and have darshan. Lunch will be back in the temple. Breakfast will be in the hotel, as well as lunch and dinner. The following day at 5 in the morning, this is optional, and it costs about £200. We can do a 1 hour flight to see Mount Everest and all the other different range of
The Himalaya
mountains.
range.
The Himalayan range, yeah. It is spectacular. We did it last year. I think pretty much everybody except one or two people didn't do it. But it is worth the effort. It is awe-inspiring what Mother Nature is like. And then we'll go to a couple of temples. Dakshin Kali, Kailashnath Mahadev statue. I can't remember that one.
We didn't do that.
Doleshwar Mahadev. And then the following day is when we start. So we'll have breakfast, and then probably about 8:30ish we can leave for Shabru Bensi. We went in a different direction last time because this particular route was closed because the bridge had been washed away. Now that bridge has been repaired, not repaired, I think they've redone it. So, and I believe it is operational. Oh, it definitely will be operational by the time we go. So we go there. That's 1,600 meters above sea level. Lunch will be on the way, so hopefully our team, or they'll just give us a packed lunch. I can't remember what we're going to do with that one. Evening dinner will be at a place that we stay, which is a simple guest house with full board. And then we go after breakfast, and then day 5, we do the 10-minute walk to the Nepal-Tibet Friendship Bridge, which is the bridge which got destroyed, and that is the Timura border into Tibet. Cross the border. This will take time. Last time it took us a few hours.
Because you're basically going through immigration, so they check all your paperwork, they check all your bags as well. And there's usually a queue, and last time we got that lunchtime, so they weren't working at lunchtime, so we had to wait. So hopefully we'll be there long before lunch this time. And there's lots of groups as well going through the border as well.
Yeah, that's correct. And then it's a short drive to Kairong, but ideally we want to go straight to Saga. Saga is a place, it's a little town, quite a nice town. And there we're going to spend a bit of time. So here we go. This is Kathmandu to Shai Beshi. And then
across the border there.
There's also Kairong is there. Kairong is there. And all the way to Saga. It's quite a long journey, long day. It's quite a lot of traveling, but it's comfortable. We had very decent deluxe buses, and there are not necessarily any toilet facilities when we're driving. So there, we have to be a bit mindful. We will be having stops, of course, but
we'll have pit stops along the way for using the toilet, but it's all in nature as well. So we just have to be mindful as well. Um, like for the ladies, you just have to find a secluded area.
Good. So in Saga, we're going to spend an extra day. We did that last time to acclimatize. This is where we begin to experience some short breathness. Maybe we need some oxygen. Now, the guides, they carry oxygen tanks with them. So if we need oxygen, we can get it. In the rooms, in the bedrooms, they have oxygen as well.
Yeah. So it was actually advised that when you go to sleep, just before you go to sleep, you use that oxygen in your room to bring your oxygen level up. Because at night, your oxygen level can go down as well.
And it's also recommended, probably the day before we leave, to start to take Diamox. Half a tablet in the morning, half a tablet at
Which is
night.
for altitude sickness.
Yeah. The thing with that is also we just need to be mindful that if you are allergic to Diamox for any reason, best to consult with the doctor. Are you okay to take it?
Yeah. So just check with your GP before going as well. And then they can also advise what other alternative you could take, or they can prescribe it for you from here.
And here, possibly, we can do a little bit of a walk as well, just to get used to the height and also how we can be walking, how we are doing while we're walking. Because we can become breathless very quickly. After just 10 steps, you have to stop and just take a breather. Seventh day, Mansarovar Lake. Hopefully, full bright moon.
Sorry, so at Saga, it's full board. So breakfast, lunch, dinner will be in the hotel itself, prepared by our cooks. So everywhere in Tibet, the hotels don't have their own kitchen services. The cooks that we have, they create their own kitchen there and cook for us.
They don't have vegetarian food. So that's why we have our own cooks who bring their pots and pans and everything. And all the supplies, rice, everything comes from Nepal. So the drive from Saga to Mansarovar Lake is about 8-9 hours. So that's a long drive
So
with a lot of breaks.
lunch in Saga, and then breakfast in Saga, and then lunch will be on the way. So they will have cooked some hot lunch for us, which they serve on the way.
And it's very beautiful. We see some most amazing countryside in the world. And we also get the first glimpse of Kailash from a little distance on the route, and also Lake Mansarovar. And overnight, we stay at a very simple guest house. This is dormitory style. The toilets are, practically speaking, unusable. They're very dirty. So we would need to answer the call of nature
In nature.
outdoors under the stars. So that's one night. In total, 2 nights we will have like this. This is the first one.
And that day is Guru Purnima that will be there.
Or Balaram Purnima, depending on
July will be
which
Guru
trip.
Purnima, and August will be Balram Jayanti. Yeah.
So this is Lake Mansarovar.
And also, it is said that the demigods actually come out and watch Shiva and Parvati. Happens about 2 a.m. in the morning. So if you up to it, like last year, we all stayed up overnight and we saw this miracle happen in the sky, and it only takes place for about a minute or so. So if you're up for it, we could, you're most welcome to do that again. And that happens every day, that Lake Mansarovar.
And last time was the eclipse. And we stayed up. I think
We were chanting.
most, I think 30 out of the 40 stayed up, chanting, doing bhajans. And at night, at about 2 in the morning, for about 10 minutes, the stars all appeared and then they just disappeared like that. It was just phenomenal. Amazing to see that. Okay, anything else?
And sorry, Lake Mansarovar, the crew there actually in the morning for everyone to take a shower, they actually gathered water from
Mhm.
Mansarovar Lake
Mm.
in big tubs, and they heated it up for everyone. So they created a tent for the ladies to have a shower in. So you can have that facility as well if you want to have the shower there using the Lake Mansarovar water.
Which we'll do on day 8.
And you can also collect the water as well from there. They'll bottle it up for you, bring
Yeah.
back home.
I think everybody did that,
Mm.
and they gave a little bit to their relatives and friends. So yes, day 8 we will have that warm shower, and we can also do the puja and havan meditation tarpan at the lake, which we did, and that was very good. I must say, the priest there was very nice, very friendly, very knowledgeable as well. And after that, after probably lunch, we will head off to Darchen, which is not too far, 2-3 hours.
And on the way, there's another lake there. Oh God,
Ravan something.
so that is the lake which Ravan actually uh, created. So we can also see that on the route to Darchen as well. Um, and if possible, like last time we couldn't, but in the bus itself, we can do a parikram of Lake Mansarovar as well.
Last time there was roadworks,
Hmm.
which stopped us doing it. And the amazing thing is Rakshatal.
Rakshata. Huh?
In Rakshatal, which is Ravan's lake, this water is bitter.
Hmm.
But in Lake Mansarovar, it's sweet. So that's interesting. And altitude is quite high now. So if I think Saga was 3,000 something, now it's 4,500. So we here people will feel the difference in the air, in the oxygen
Even
levels.
Mansarovar is a little higher than Saga as well.
And every day, the guides will check the oxygen levels. They have the tools,
Optometer, yeah.
oximeter. Yeah. So now we're at the base camp of
Okay.
Kailash. Yeah, Darchen. Nice little town, nice hotel, full board. Oh, this is Mansarovar. I had in the wrong place. Lake Mansarovar. When we were there, we were very fortunate. There was no rain, but there were fantastic rainbows. And that rainbow went all the way
Across, yeah.
across. It was just extraordinary. And it was like you could almost touch the rainbow. It was so this doesn't really do it justice, this photo. It was so clear. I just couldn't believe how clear it was. Anyway, now this is the parikram. We started Darchin. We walk basically down to Derapuk, Dolmala Pass, and then last year we walked
Zitulpuk.
to Zutulpuk, but we're gonna skip that. We at the bottom of Dolmala Pass, we'll just take a jeep all the way back to Darchin. Okay, but at Darchin, we'll stay an extra day. We did this last year, and it was the most brilliant day we've ever experienced. We did a half-day trip to Ashtapad, and Ashtapad you get this darshan here. It is absolutely superb. There's a stream coming from
Kailash.
Kailash,
That, yeah.
very beautiful ambience. You sit there, you can meditate, you can sing bhajans, you could spend a whole day here. And we were lucky it was sunny. um,
Hmm. And when I was saying that Dutch, and you also from the hotel, this is the view that you will see from the hotel itself. If you can't do actual parikram for some reason, you're unable to go further, you can stay in Darchan and have this darshan all day
It
from
just
the
depends
hotel.
though, because we were in two different hotels in Darchan. The first hotel, you couldn't get this darshan, but then we moved from that big hotel to a small hotel, and then we did get the darshan. So I've asked them to put us in a small hotel anyway. Let's see. Okay. Astapad is of utmost religious importance to Hindus, as it is considered to be an abode of Lord Shiva. Jains also revere this mountain because it is believed to be the place where Rishabdev gained nirvana. Situated at altitude of 4,800 meters, Astapad is extremely sacred. And where is Astapad? It's there. There. Here it says 5,110 meters. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So then we start the parikram, the Kora. Start of Kailash Parikram, 8 kilometers drive to Yamdwar. So Yamdwar is where you cross from this world into the next world, effectively, isn't it?
Mm.
That's where we get the horse and porter. And I would recommend everybody to have a horse and porter unless you're super fit. And even the super fit may not be so super fit up there. It's just a different world. There's a 12-kilometer walk to Derapuk, either walk or horse. If you have the horse, you have the option to take the horse. You can walk as much as you can. I walked probably for 5 kilometers, and then I sat on the horse because I was feeling a little tired. And when we get to Derapuk, this is where we see the north face of Kailash. So that golden mountain. Overnight stay is very basic, extremely basic. It's
Dormitory.
dormitory. Toilet is outside, but you can't use it. So you got to use. You just do it under the stars. Altitude pretty high, 4,900 meters. Again, the breakfast is lovely. Is served very nicely. Lunch would be a packed lunch. It's not recommended to eat too much because we will struggle with digestion, and also the medicine we take for altitude can give side effects, and some of the side effects can be like having to wee a lot more, perhaps diarrhea. So you have to be a little careful with this medication. And dinner will be at Darabuk. Yeah, we get to Darabuk.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
Darabuk
Yeah,
that
first
night.
night, yeah.
First night. It is cold. They do have electric blankets. I found it very hot. So, but this is where we need to have plenty of layers of clothes. And if you're feeling too hot, you take a layer off. So best to have lots of layers.
And bear in mind that whatever you have been walking in, you might just be sleeping in that as well. I don't think you'll be able to change into nightwear or anything like that.
No.
It's not advisable because it's so cold as
Yeah,
well.
it's very cold. I mean, we were there, it wasn't that cold, but potentially it can be very cold. Okay, now the hard day. This is the hardest day. Perhaps the hardest day of one's life, but very rewarding. Derapuk to Dolmala Pass, 15-kilometer uphill trek. If you do it without a horse, it is very tough. Altitude goes up by 600 odd meters to maximum of 5,660. That's high. The most amazing sight of the entire Yatra is from here. Hopefully we will witness the sunrise at 8 a.m., lighting the golden north face of Mount Kailash. Magnificent. And it looks so good. This is worth the guides were telling us, let's go early, 6 o'clock. And I said to them, when is sunrise? 8 o'clock. I said, no, we're going to wait. We're not going to go early. We're going to wait. So we waited, and it was worth the wait. Um, so I would recommend we would do the same again. It does mean it's a very, very long day, but it's worth the effort. The walk to Dolmala Pass is, although long and uphill, truly wonderful. It is an extraordinary walk. I mean, a lot of people were on horses. I was on the horse most of this walk because it is tough, very tough. The horses, I found it comfortable. Some of the yatris didn't find the horse comfortable. So I think the more layers you put underneath you while you're sitting helps as well. I was sitting on my coat, my sweaters, so it made it quite comfortable. But it is a long walk. It's a tough walk. From Dolmala Pass, so that's right at the top. We go down very quickly. We come to Gauri Kund, Parvati's lake, from which we got some water. We didn't go down. It's quite a long way down. We got one of our guides to get the water for us. And then it's a downhill trek. No horse. Can't use a horse. This downhill is walking. Horse is too dangerous. And if it's snowy, we have to be very careful. And that's why we recommend getting those, what they call them? Snow. Underneath your feet, you put your shoes.
Snow gliders.
Snow gliders. Yeah, something like that. Just in case, then you don't slip. Luckily, when we went, there was no snow. And the steep decline means no horse. The parikram is complete at this time. When we get to the bottom, that's the end of the parikram, because you can't do a full parikram of Shivling anyway. At the bottom, we'll take a jeep via Stulpuk to the same hotel in Darchin. This is going to be a very, very long day, but a very fulfilling day. So breakfast we will have in the morning, pack lunch on the way. I would recommend take some snacks because you may just want some snacks. And there'll be a very late dinner at Darchin. So there you go. So we started Darchin, Astapat, Derapuk, Dolmala Pass, and then all the way back again. So if we look at the kilometers, the parikram, in total is 50, of which we do 17 by jeep anyway, or bus.
Yeah, first it is Yamdwar.
Yeah, up to Yanda. 12-kilometer walk or horse, and then 15-kilometer the next day, horse or walk. And then there's going to be a 6-kilometer only walk. This is only walk. Cannot do it on the horse. So, and that's why one needs to get a little fit sooner rather than later. Then the easy part of the yatra, we drive from Darchin to Saga, overnight in the same hotel again in Saga, and then probably a very long day again, all the way from Saga to Kathmandu via the border. So we go through immigration again. It'll take a little time, not as long as going into Tibet, but it'll take some time. And then overnight in Radisson, have a good sleep. And next day, really, we didn't do this, and we do need to do this, to go to Pashupatinath temple to thank the Lord for allowing us to do the yatra. We did thank him, of course, but I want to go to the temple to personally thank him. And to do some charity. We have the opportunity to do some Go Seva or some feeding of the needy. So we can do this charity, and I'm planning to do a fair bit of charity when we get there. And then either we fly back this evening or the next day. Some devotees will be, like Neelam will be going back on day 14 night, as well as Sahachara, I think, and others will be going the next day. So that's day 14, day 15 I've not put in. Temperatures, it is going to be fairly cold. Well, it's not bad. When we went, it was around about 20s during the daytime.
We went in September.
Yeah, we went in September. But the temperature is not bad. Rainfall, again, in July, there's a higher chance of rainfall. August is also high chance. We went September, so it was a little less. There was hardly any rainfall. But it's very unpredictable. The group that went before us, they did the full parikram, but they did not see Kailash even once because of cloud cover. And the group that went before them, there was so much snow, they didn't even start the parikram. And that was August. So there's no guarantee. We are dependent on the Lord's mercy. This is the rainfall, July, August. Meals, they're pretty good. They'll give, this is on a rotation basis, breakfast, they have quite a good choice. Nobody was hungry, let's put it that way. We do need to be careful. They will do the diet, they will cook according to what we should be eating. Simple,
More protein based,
protein.
less carbs, so it's more energy
Yeah,
for us as well.
yeah, correct, correct. Energy and also light,
Yeah.
so that we digest the food. Because some of this traveling can be long distance, some of the walking can be long distance as well. So lunch is usually quite heavy, quite very good cooks, very delicious food. I was very impressed by the quality
Variety as well.
and the variety. High tea, I'd never heard of high tea until we went to Kathmandu, but I have a bit of an idea now. And dinner was pretty good as well. No complaints from our side anyway. Costings, if you're doing it without the horse, I think, and the other excursions, then it's about 1900 or something like that. Was it 19 or 21? Can't remember now. Anyway, we would recommend the horse. If you don't want a horse, we can talk about it, of course. But the 2,800 is last year was a little higher than that. So we managed to bring the cost down somewhat because of a few tweaks that we've done. And we're not making any profit on this. It's this vast majority of this will go to the tour guide, to the horse people. And that includes the Nepal visa, Tibet permits. We need permits, all the food lodging, buses,
Group
extra day. Yeah, this Astapad is expensive to go to. And the jeep from Zutulpuk to Darchin is expensive as well. And the horse, that is so expensive. It's like $500-$600. We're also asking for a refundable deposit. This is so that we can keep a positive attitude throughout this yatra. We had one person, unbelievable, we were getting such fantastic service, but yet he was complaining that he wasn't getting papadum. He didn't complain then, he complained
towards the end.
when we came back. He did a review, we didn't get enough papadum. And I was thinking, no, 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 no. This is a yatra, which is a tough yatra, and it's a yatra. You don't expect, luxuries. Of course, papadum is not luxury, but that upset me a lot because these people, they would sleep on the floor, wake up God knows what time, cook breakfast, cook dinner, cook lunch rather, and serve us. And they, you wouldn't even see them eat, and you think this is ridiculous. So that will be refundable, but you need to keep a very positive. It is a tough yatra. We will make it as comfortable as possible, but it is a very tough yatra. So single person supplement, definitely at Kathmandu, the single room is available. It is not guaranteed in Tibet at all. So in Kathmandu, the cost of that is £275. And in Tibet, if we get it, it'll be another 225. So in total, it'll be 500. But if there's no double room available in Tibet,
Single room.
or no single room, then we will give 225 back. If anybody wants single room, by the way. What is not in the class, of course, is international flights. I would suggest booking those as soon as you can because it looks like costings are going up. We did two bookings last weekend, 900 something. And the week before we looked, it was 800 something. So it is going up. Personal expenses, any laundry in Kathmandu, maybe shopping, you may want to do donations, any snacks. Health insurance, traveling, very important to get this. It's not just highly recommended, it's compulsory. Yeah, have to do it just in case something happens. And most insurance will only take you up to maybe 4,000 meters or 5,000 meters. So you need to get a little bit extra insurance for 1 or 2 days, 2 days maybe. And it's not very expensive. I think I've got the link here somewhere. So there are limited spaces, and I think we do need to get a deposit because we need to start booking up the hotels, especially in Tibet. This is the year of the horse, and a lot of Tibetans are going to be coming, especially around
Of Chinese people.
Yeah, especially around Purnima time. Accommodation in Tibet, expect basic facilities, generally no attached toilets. That's in two places, 2 nights,
Where guest houses.
Mansarovar and Derapuk. And yeah, that's right. And there we'll have to share. Major problem in Tibet is toilets. There will be no facility during long bus stop journeys, but there will be pit stops. And we'll, of course, try to be as sensitive, try to find as secluded a place as possible. Packing list, this is so important. Large duffel bag, they'll give us, don't have to have. We can bring suitcases with us, but they'll be left in Radisson in Kathmandu. So we can transfer everything into this duffel bag. Small trekking backpack they will give, waterproof for covers for bags, recommended in case it rains. Clothing, thermal tops, 2 to 3, maybe even more than 3. Bottoms as well, maybe 2 is enough because you're not going to take them off. T-shirts, long sleeve T-shirts, fleece, a sweater, a couple of those would be good. Waterproof trousers and top as well. Waterproof top as well. Warm jacket they'll provide. Windproof, waterproof jacket. Yeah. Rain poncho is very good. Very cheap as well, like £2 I think you can buy. Woolen hat definitely will need. Maybe 2 hats.
They give you
Gloves.
one as well.
They give one, but it's not that hot, that warm. Neck warmer, mufflers, woolen socks, very useful. Especially with the boots. Oh, did I put the boots? Sleeping bag. I didn't take one. I didn't need it, but it may be useful to have. What do you think?
Yeah, especially maybe ladies in the dormitories as well, because you don't know how clean the things are there. And also it'll keep you warm as well.
Personal medicines, very important. Diabetic or blood pressure. Paracetamol, codeine, worth taking. Painkillers, just in case. Cold, cough tablets. It's very easy to get a cold or a cough. So we should be taking precautions. Band-aids, blister plasters, pain relief, gel, spray, electrolyte powder to give energy. Very useful.
Yeah, actually, they recommended you should have one of these every day.
They did. Yes, you did. Yes. Good point. Dio tablets? Don't think anybody had Dio.
I did.
Oh, did
So I
you?
stopped taking the Diomax.
Diomax. Okay. Okay. This is the Diomax. They will provide that. Nappies, just in case.
Especially for ladies, sometimes, it's difficult to find somewhere. So a lot of the ladies actually did that last year.
Toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, shampoo. No, don't expect anything in Tibet. Um, Small and large towel, wet wipe, bum wipes, hand sanitizer, moisturizer,
Yeah, because there
lip
won't be any
balm.
water around.
May not be,
But,
yeah,
yeah.
may not be. Sunscreen, lotion. When you get up to that level, when the sun is beaming down, it can burn the skin. So worth having sunscreen lotion. I didn't use it, I must admit, but it's probably worth having. Toilet paper as well. And footwear, hiking shoes. This is fundamentally important.
Sorry, Prabhu, just a
Yes,
question.
of course.
Did you burn your head by not using sun
No.
lotion?
He
Okay.
had a hat on all the time.
No, I didn't because it was too
Okay.
hot. No, it was okay.
No, good idea.
Yeah, they do recommend a sun hat as well.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Pretty. Footwear, hiking shoes, well broken in. They shouldn't be brand new. um, Now, to be honest, if you're not going to do the Kora, you don't need it. If you're going to do it on horse, you need it because there's 6 kilometers going down. You're definitely going to need hiking shoes. So it's very important to have hiking shoes which you're broken into. You're comfortable with them, with two pairs of socks as well. And oh yes, must get those things as well. What they call? I forgot what they call now. They from your trousers to the boots. There's something special that comes, which also you need. I
Keeps you. It's like a waterproof
Yeah,
cover
yeah,
from your shoes up to your knees, basically.
yeah. I'll try to find the name. I did take those. I used them, but we didn't need them because there was no rain. But if it had rained, that would have been very useful. That's for sure. Extra shoelaces, just in case. Sandal slippers, just for just in the evenings. Not during the Kora, but other than the Kora. Thick woolen socks, very important. Snow spikes.
The best socks actually we found was the merino wool socks. They were really warm.
They were good. Sunglasses, torch, headlamp is useful.
Yeah, you do need a headlamp, especially when you're walking in that Kora, and it gets dark quite quickly as well.
Yeah. And if you're going to the loo outside, it
Mm,
might be useful.
yeah.
Power bank, water bottle, thermos flask. Water is very essential to drink because you get a lot of oxygen from water. Little sips,
Mm.
constantly drinking. Of course, you got to weigh it up because when you're traveling, there's no loos. You drink water and you're going to have to use a loo. It's a really tough
Balance.
balance to find. Um, I was drinking a lot, and then I kept stopping the bus so, to go to the loo. Trekking pole, walking stick, very important, and how to use them. We will train. We need to train before we go there how to use them, but even there, how to use them, very important. Camera or phone, anyway, will be there. Plastic bags for dirty clothes. That's a useful thing to have. Documents, perhaps a waterproof pouch, insurance papers. You have it on your phone, that'll be good enough. Emergency contact list, we will ask you for that anyway. Passport photo, might need, just keep one or two handy. Snacks, lots of nuts, dried fruits, energy bars, ginger candy, lozenges, sweets, glucose, small snack packets, Bombay mix, very useful. Now and then you might get a little peckish. I got a little hungry up at the Donmala Pass. Luckily, I had the packed lunch, but I think I could have done with a little bit more.
And you can get these little packets in Kathmandu when we're there. There are lots of the Indian snack packets as well. There you can buy them there.
Yes, Pavan, if you can share your WhatsApp then I can share the presentation. Huh?
Sure, I have already messaged you.
Oh, Pavan. Yes, I know
Yes.
Pavan.
Hello.
Yeah, okay, I remember you now. We were supposed to talk last week sometime.
Yes, that's right.
So if you need to talk, give me a call. I mean, I'll also send you this recording so
Thank
you
you.
can catch up the whole thing. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining.
Thank you. Bye.
So preparation for the yatra. Through this yatra, though this yatra is one of the toughest, it can be made easier and meaningful by doing a few of these things. Walking at least 10,000 steps a day for a month with shoes that you use in the yatra. That'll be useful. Don't worry if you can't do 10,000 steps, but try to do as much as you can. Walking up and down the stairs, very useful. I had 2 knee operations, probably 4 and 5 months before going. So I did a lot of physio anyway, but I did a lot of walking and I was fine by the Lord's mercy. Shoes must be trekking shoes, strong and comfortable. Do pranayam, breathing exercises. This is very important because it increases the lung capacity, and that is good because then you won't have problems with oxygen levels. Increase the blood counts, eating anjeer and large sun-dried seeded grapes. This is what the Kathmandu guides recommended. Do not burden yourself with heavy baggage. Only necessary items to be taken. Do not carry cans for sacred water. Mineral bottles can be used. Mineral water bottles can be used. Read books and listen to lectures on history and religious importance of Mansarovar and Nepal.
Also, sorry, just one thing. Also, when you're doing the parikram, you only have the little rucksack, so your big bag stays with the in Darchen.
Good point.
So basically, you just take a few bits and pieces, and you might not be able to change your clothes as well. So just bear that in mind as well for those 2 days.
Good point. For the Kora, Parikram, walk slowly. Nobody's going to jog or run. At high altitude, slow walking is the secret. Walk like an old man, reach like a young man. Take small steps. Do not rush. Rest frequently. I must admit, I am really tempted to try to walk this time, depending on how the legs do. But let's see. So, but it is a slow walk. Drink plenty of water. Altitude causes dehydration. 3 to 4 liters is a lot of water, right? It's a lot of water. But we will find it useful to drink water. Drink warm water, soups, all of that 3-4 liters includes soups, herbal teas. Avoid dehydration, very important. Eat light but frequent. Heavy meals are difficult to digest at altitude. Protection against altitude sickness. So we'll have Diamax, but need to watch out for the symptoms of a sickness, headaches, nausea, dizziness, loss of appetite, poor sleep. And there will be also side effects of Diamax. Keep warm because we were fortunate because the weather was good. But if it rains and you get wet, you become cold quickly. And at that altitude, that cold sort of magnifies. Sometimes the temperatures can be very low. So we need to protect the head, hands, feet, neck. Keep those very warm, you know. Wear layered clothing rather than wearing one heavy item. This is very important. 4-5 layers at least. Protect the skin and the eyes. High altitude sun is very strong. Use sun cream, lip balm, sunglasses. I had sunglasses for the first time in my life, which is useful. Snow reflection can damage eyes. Sleep well. This is one thing that is a bit of an issue. It's hard to sleep. Good rest helps your body adjust to altitude, but it is tough. Drink warm fluids. Avoid late heavy meals. Keep head slightly elevated. avoid alcohol and smoking. Should avoid that anyway, but especially during this time. Slow breathing, very important. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. That's normal pranayam. And one thing we started doing, and many of the programs are doing that, when we chant, whatever mantra one is doing, we do the Maha Mantra. We breathe in and we do 4 or 5 mantras in one go and then breathe out. Breathing in, do many, many mantras and then breathe out. That really helped a lot of us. And that I still do, even now. And listen to the body. Never ignore warning signs. Stop if you feel severe breathlessness, chest pains, extreme fatigue. There will be guides with us all the time. And if we feel any discomfort, immediately we would, and they all speak English. So they're very good. How to make the yatra meaningful? It's a tough yatra, no doubt. Constant remembrance of Lord Shiva, his compassion. This yatra is the test of body and mind. Due to less oxygen and other inconveniences, it is possible one may get stressed. It is best to be calm and charitable to other yatris. Attitude of give and take will help avoid unpleasant situations. Avoid envy and gossip. Love and affection can have similar effect on other yatris, whereas envy will hurt only ourselves. To accept any inconvenient situation and make it acceptable is key to successful living. It is a lesson of the yatra as well, and real bhakti. If for some reason yatra routine is altered, kindly give your wholehearted support to new situations. Things can change quickly. For example, when we went, after we left Kathmandu, there was a riot that took place against the government. And one of the hotels, not Radisson, the Hilton Hotel, was burnt down as a result. And we were thinking of staying at the Hilton because it was a newer hotel, but we decided to stay at the Radisson because of the vegetarian option. Anyway, Radisson was protected, Hilton got burnt down. But when we came back, there was still some potential issue with riots, although it didn't manifest. So we had to change the plan, alter the plan a little bit because of those riots. So those things can happen in these sort of places. We have to be a little mindful that we're going to an extremely volatile area, not just climate-wise, but also politically. So I've got a whole lot of question answers. I'm happy to do that. Shall I just quickly go through them? Yeah. What age group? Between 8 and 80. We had 75-year-olds and we had a 10-year-old.
83.
Who?
What's the name?
Who's 83?
Chayarani.
No, she's 70-something. You've just aged her.
No, she
What if
was
I'm a heart
younger.
patient? Get a consultant, the cardiologist to consent. Heart patient, I would say that's you definitely need some specialist advice. Don't come on the yatra without specialist advice. I have diabetes, no problem. Make sure the medication you have with you and you follow your diet. Do I continue to take my normal medicines? Yes, of course. Blood pressure, cholesterol, whatever it is. But of course, do consult with the doctor. This is not an easy yatra. I have knee issues. Will I be able to come for this yatra? Yes, no doubt about it. Because as I said, you don't have to actually do the parikram. The only area where you got to make sure your knees are up for it is the downhill walk, 6 kilometers. And you need to be able to sit in the car for long periods of time. But we do have breaks very often, so it's not a problem. Sitting on the horse sometimes can be a little discomforting for 6 hours. I think I sat on the horse for quite a few hours, but I found it fine. I was fine with it. But the horseman also will need a break, and you can walk around at that time. What exercises should we start to prepare? Okay. It's very important to get stamina and healthy lungs. Regular walking, jogging, uphill, downhill, 10,000 steps. What's that park that people go to?
Box Hill.
Box Hill. It's worth a couple of weekends walking around Box Hill, climbing the stairs up and down as much as you can. It's very good. Pranayam, drinking water. What if I have asthma? Then there's an issue. Asthma means you cannot breathe properly sometimes. And this is a place where we're going where actually oxygen is very thin, or air is thin. So I would say consult the doctor. But we've done a questionnaire as well, which we will require everybody to fill in. And we're also doing an agreement as well. What different kinds of sickness one can suffer due to this high altitude? Headaches, nausea, dehydration, etc. can be experienced. Will oxygen be provided? Yes, the guides will be carrying oxygen for emergency situations. The hotel rooms also have oxygen available. What if a yatri falls very sick and needs hospitalization? Okay, there will be provision to evacuate immediately to the nearest hospital. This is where insurance is a must. Otherwise, it becomes extremely costly. So this is very possible, but we would hope that nobody, and we would make sure that as far as possible, everybody's as safe as possible. We don't want this to be in this situation at all. So sometimes it may be that, we may need airlifting by helicopter. That is not going to be cheap. This is really going to be very expensive. This is why insurance is a must. As there will be yatris traveling at different pace, is there a chance somebody will be left behind? No. The guides will be in the front and at the back. And I think I am thinking if I walk, I'll stand back. Hello? Yeah.
बंद कर दे हम रख हम हाथ कर एक मिनट सु केम हाथ रखो
Okay. So yeah, I'll probably be right at the back, making sure nobody's behind me.
But you also remember that even you might be going as a couple, you'd be all going in your own pace.
Yeah.
So you don't expect to be going as a group even while you're going around the parikram.
Yes, because a horseman, he will, you'll have two different horsemen. So, and they'll go at their pace. Is there major walking involved? Though I'm not going to do the Kailash Parikram. No, there's not much walking involved if you're not going for the Kailash Parikram. However, if there's a landslide, then one may have to walk half to 1 kilometer. That happened.
On the way back.
On the way back, we had some landslides and we had to do a little bit of walking, but it was fine. No problem. And we had help at that time as well, not just from the guides, but there were some locals who helped us as well. It was very good. What kind of transportation? Deluxe bus, up to 20 yatris will sit in a 25-seater bus. The tour guides used good model buses with huge windows and comfortable chairs. They were good. Will we do the Mansarovar Parikram? That's a long Parikram, 63 miles. So we will try to do it, but it may not be possible. Is it necessary to hire a porter and a horse? Yes, generally, as we are not used to the terrain and altitude, hiring a porter and horse is a must. We highly recommend hiring a horse for the Parikram. It'll make the Yatra a little bit easier while crossing the Dolmala Pass, which is very high.
Because porter will also be carrying your rucksack all the way as well. So that's one less burden for you to worry about, because it's, you feel breathless, and carrying the extra weight as well will not help.
Yeah, true. Okay, medicines for high altitude, Dermax. Those who are allergic to sulfur should not take Dermax, must consult the doctor. Side effects: increased urination, tingling sensation in some body parts. Yes, yes, I remember that. Acidity and gastric troubles. So there are side effects to Diamax. So we have to be mindful of that. Very important to consume water, as this will be key to a successful yatra. The team will provide boiled mineral water during the yatra. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, there's always going to be hot water available. Okay, any further information about horses? It is a year of the horse, so it will be very busy. There is no guarantee as well that we will get the horse. This time we needed 35 horses, I think, and we got them. But some groups did not get horses. They wanted like 5, 10 horses. They didn't get them, but our guys managed to get 35 horses. So we were very lucky. But this time it's the year of the horse. There's no guarantee. So if we don't get a horse, what do we do? Well, we do our best. We try to still do the Kora, but it may be a little bit different from what we were expecting.
And you can't share a horse with anyone else?
Yeah, yeah. The guides will deal directly with the horse and Porter Union. They have their own rules and regulations, and they don't speak English at all. We cannot choose our horse or porter. The system is draw of the cards. You pick your card, name on the horse is your horseman, and porter for the entire parikram. You cannot share your horse. Generally, the horseman will also become the porter. He will only carry one bag. Do we need visas? Apparently now, Chinese visa is no longer needed, thank goodness. But when we go into Nepal, we'll need a visa, which is very easy on arrival. Insurance mandatory, and this is the website. We got ours. It was very reasonable cost. What if I don't do the parikram? Yeah, if you don't do the Kailash parikram, the Kora, you can stay at Dachin for one extra night. One extra night. Final
But
reflection.
last time we found out that these two ladies who didn't do weren't going to the parikram because we'd already told the hotel. They gave us a good rate for that extra night. But others who decided to come back early, like one day early and things like that, they had to pay an extra charge for coming back and staying at that hotel because that hotel was extremely busy, so they didn't have enough rooms either.
But we don't have that problem because we're coming back early anyway. Everybody's coming back early.
No, but
Yeah, but everybody's coming back early. It is a journey within your. This pilgrimage is not a journey through mountains. It's a journey within yourself. There are lots of mountains, by the way. Pilgrims often return with greater humility, deeper faith, inner peace, a renewed perspective on life. Mount Kailash is not simply visited, it is experienced. I agree with that. It is one incredible experience. So, thank you. Stop here. We go. Any questions? I know I've gone on a bit.
I do have a question.
Yes.
What was your experience of the darshan at Pashupatinath?
Busy. You get about you can stand there for at least about 2 seconds.
It's like the usual darshan at temples in India. It's really busy,
Well,
especially all the
Shivlings.
shivlings. Yeah.
It was tough. But why do you ask?
And how long was the queue?
Huge.
How long
2
to
hours.
wait?
Yeah, 2-hour queue.
Okay.
But it was worse for us because we didn't have the ticket. But this time we're buying the ticket beforehand.
And
So
the ticket is included in the
Yes. Yes.
and
Included.
how much is the ticket? And how much is the ticket out of interest?
I think we had to pay about $20 each or something ridiculous. Yeah, it was
Okay.
yeah.
Because I went to Kedarnath, we were standing in the queue for 8 hours.
Well, we did 7 Jyotirlings.
last in December.
in December. And the first one we waited 3 or 4 hours. After that, we went for the VIP queues. So the VIP tickets gave us very quick dosing.
Yeah, but Kedarnath that day there were no VIP tickets. Because
Anyway, in
for
Pashupatinath
whatever
also
reason.
no VIP ticket, but you just need a ticket to go anyway.
Yes, that's very true.
That's
If Bhagwan doesn't give you the ticket, then you don't have anything.
It will be nice to do the Rudryag once we are there.
If there are enough of us, we could do it all together. It
Yeah.
might be a little bit more expensive, but it won't be a huge amount.
Yeah, it'll be very nice to do the Rudryag.
Can we try to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. We try
I would-
to do that. It'll be all together in one go.
That's right.
It'll be outside. Yeah, it takes a little bit of organizing. But anyway, I'll get them to see if they can organize it. Either we can do it before or after. Let's see how it goes. But
Yeah.
we should do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. While we're there, why not?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly. It'd be lovely to do
Thank
that.
you, Neelam. Yes, very good suggestion. I like that.
Thank you. So we would be looking at the. So do we have to report now, Prabhu, that I would like to have a horse and all those.
You already have. I've
Already
already
have.
put you in the list for the horse.
Okay, good. And then rest of the things, I think insurance.
Insurance
visa.
we'll do that together.
Also.
Yeah.
Take care.
Any other questions, Neelam? Anything that?
Prabhuji, I just want to ask.
Oh yes.
Will you be able to do all the whole group's insurance? That would be easier.
Not possible. We tried something like that last time, but everybody's circumstances are different, and
Okay.
everybody's travel dates are also going to be a little here and there.
Okay.
But in addition to that, the insurance people, when you do a group, it doesn't work out cheaper. It works out more expensive.
Okay. Thank you.
Prabhu,
I'll try to.
do we have in the group the person I'm traveling from here to?
She was just on the.
When you're coming back, yes, that's Sahachari. She just asked the question before you.
Okay.
This is Neelam. This is Sahachari.
Just
Hare Krishna.
Oh yeah. But I think if Karuna's coming, Karuna Mai will be sharing for all the time except the last day.
Yeah.
I think coming back will be going coming from here to Kathmandu travel basically from here to Delhi, and that's if anybody's with me.
Yes, Sahachari is going to be with you on the way back. On the way there, we will meet you on the aeroplane.
Yes. Okay. So not
sorry.
We don't. No, so I don't have anybody from here to Delhi traveling together.
No,
Not
at this moment, no. But
that's okay.
Hopefully we will.
Okay. So
very good. So let me just introducing you to. There you go. This is Neelam. This is Sahachari.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Very good. Surabhi, any questions from your side?
No, I'm just trying to absorb everything, all information, and trying to soak it in myself. Just have one query. So first, you will share the slides with us, right? The information slides with us.
All the slides, and I'll also share the this video, this YouTube video.
Okay, so the day 2, which is the longest day of parikrama, Zutulbuk, right? From there we are coming back to Darchin, right? So we are staying in Darchin. How we will be coming back to Darchin from Zutulbuk?
In a jeep.
And how long that day is, Zutulbuk to Darchin?
It's probably about 1 hour.
Okay, so we are starting by 8 a.m. that morning.
From 8:30 we start from Dolmala Pass.
Dolmala Pass, and from by the time
no. Derapuk.
From Derapuk we morning.
Yeah. it's a long walk to Dolmala Pass.
Yeah.
And then when we get to Dolmala Pass, we walk down 6 kilometers.
Okay. So entire journey, how long it takes, Prabhuji?
How long did it take last time?
From Derapok to Dolmala Pass, I would say that is a good 6 hours.
Okay.
And then the walk down, I would say probably it can be done in 2 hours. So that's 8 hours.
10 hours. Okay. 8 to 10 hours roughly.
Yeah, 8 to 10 hours comfortable.
I have one last question. I completely forgot.
Don't worry,
now.
don't worry. You can, when you remember, you can ask. But are you feeling?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it. You were supposed to recommend some trainers or trekking shoes last time,
yes,
you know.
yes. What did we buy? Oh God. Yes, I will find that, and I'll
Put it on the group.
In fact, what I'll do, I'll set up a Kailash group, with yourself, Neelam. Priti, you're coming, right? Sahachari, Karuna's here. Some Madhavi. Where are you from, Madhavi?
So I'm based in London.
Aha. So are you going to come on this yatra, or are you still thinking?
I am thinking.
Okay. So you
Is
have
it-
my WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, yes, I do have your WhatsApp, and I'm part of that Mandir group, so which is where I
Okay.
take
So
your
when you
info.
decide, let me know, and then I'll put you in the group, huh? Bipin.
Yeah.
Sorry? You can message me anyway. I'll send you the presentation. And Bipin Patel, you're on the group, on the call. Can you unmute? Maybe not. It's okay. Yeah, we know Minky. Okay, good. Okay, I'll do a little group and we can go from there.
Yeah, it'll be nice to know the trainers, and that was my question as well,
Good.
which kind of shoes and all.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the packing is very important. So if we share the things on that, that'll be very helpful.
Yes,
But
definitely.
we should all start walking now from every.
Walking
We
is
should
good.
walk
Get
and
that
walk and walk.
stamina. Yeah, get
Yes.
that. But more important than the walking, I feel, is the pranayam.
Is the getting your
Breathing.
lungs strong. So
Yeah.
walking uphill is really a must, I think.
You should start doing that.
And downhill, because there's going to be lower downhill.
The downhill is easier. Yeah.
Minky, yes, Minky.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. How are you? How's the doctor? Is he awake?
Yeah, he's good, but he has gone to sleep because today again he's
I
on duty.
know.
So he just told me you attend on my behalf.
I know. He told me he's working over all night. Yeah.
Of course, that's what. But I'll let him know everything. And of course, whenever you make this WhatsApp group of the people,
you're in it. You're the first person in it.
It is fine. It is fine. It is mercy of God only.
Yes,
And,
well done.
Yes,
Well done.
please. And could you share the PowerPoint on this as well so that I can show to Dr.
Absolutely. I'll share the PowerPoint and also the YouTube that we're recording now.
Perfect.
Thank you. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
On Winky?
Yeah. So I wanted whatever things, for example, what to buy the trainers or the hiking shoes, whatever the links, just keep sharing, please, on the.
We'll do
on the group.
Yes, absolutely. We will do that.
Yeah. And you were saying something about insurance links as.
We'll do that as well.
I don't know whether doctor has already done it or not, but you just share that as well so that we can do on our behalf as soon as possible. Yeah,
Fantastic.
lovely. Yeah. And everything is going fine, I think.
Yeah, no, it'll be fantastic. It'll be very
Hats off to your dedication, Navinanda Prabhu.
No,
That's
it's a pleasure.
exactly what I want to say, Prabhu and Didi Mom. Thank you so much for doing that. It's absolutely our blessing to be able to, have your shelter. Thank you so much for doing that.
We're blessed, actually. We're able to take and share this with them.
It's absolutely. Thank you so much.
Priti?
Hi, just wanted to second what Navi Prabhu talked about pranayam, breathing exercises, and with the Box Hill Park, is it called Box Hill Park? I don't know.
Yeah, Box Hill Park, yeah.
That place is actually really good to climb up and down places. Yeah, you can practice the pranayam stuff as well. I know it's odd, but you can even go on what is it? Chat GPT?
Yeah.
And you can say how to prep for trekking and what pranayam breathing exercises to do. You can put in information in about how old you are, what medical conditions you have, and based on that, what does Ayurveda say? And it, like ChatGPT will just bring up whatever it picks up from the internet. But in that sense, I found ChatGPT really useful with that. What to eat, what to sleep, drink, breathing exercises, various things, and it will give you lots of information.
Yeah, no, thank you for sharing that. Very important point. And when we do the group, you can stick that point in there as well. Huh? Nice one. And Bipin, yes, I'll send you the and you can message me as well whether you're coming or not. Huh? Then I'll put you in the group because I only want people in the group who actually kind of come. So, all right. Anything else? Anybody else? Okay, if there are any questions, in the group, you can ask as many as you like. So it's good. Thank you so much, everybody.
So for Pashupatinath temple,
yes,
is there any possibility like before going to Kailash or after coming, whichever the day is suitable, like we can do Abhishek as well over there? Is there any provision? I am not aware actually.
Abhishek, what you do is when we go there, they don't let you do it.
Okay.
You take milk with you, and the priest will take it from your hands, and then he will do the Abhishek. Yes.
Okay. As usual, like we do
Like
go to
usual, as usual.
they don't allow you to like whatever
They
the
don't
thing.
allow you to do that. No.
Okay. Thank you.
Unless you disguise yourself as a priest and then.
So we are not. We will never like this. So we are
No.
generally. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is an extraordinarily busy temple. When we went to those Jyotirlings, but Pashupatinath was a different level, wasn't it? Yeah. It is a magnificent place, actually. Good. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I'll
Thank
take the
you.
leave now. Thank you very much for all your
Thank you.
inputs. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare
Looking
Krishna.
forward. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody. Bye.
Thanks, Prabhu.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Jai
Krishna.
Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri
Jai
Krishna.
Shri Krishna. Take care.